How do I come up with a business idea as a young person who is just getting started in entrepreneurship?
Yeah, that's an awesome question. And I love it. And I love the fact that more young people are considering pursuing
Yeah.
the realm of entrepreneurship because, look, the backbone of a strong economy is supported by entrepreneurs and businesses, and American businesses. But the best thing that you can do, the most valuable thing that you can do that will give you so many answers to the questions that you currently have, as well as help you determine what your path is you want to find a growing company that you can go work for that has an aggressive CEO that is forward thinking, that's innovative, that's doing shit that other companies really aren't doing. That's not in the normal paradigm of our current
Yeah.
businesses. One of two things: either see if you can intern for a
Yeah.
high level of executive so you can
That's
try
it.
to get closer to the people that are making the key decisions to drive that business forward, so you can start learning the mentalities, the strategies, the way they organize themselves, the way they think, the way they communicate, the
Yeah.
way they act. You need to get around it. Or if that's not a possibility, or you can't afford to do an internship, which because some people can, that's completely
Yeah.
understandable. And then that, even if like you could like just maybe find an executive that you could get their dry cleaning and coffee, and if you're willing to do that for
It's
free
true.
and just being around high value people, that's the shortcut, bro.
Yeah.
If anybody's looking for a fucking shortcut to accomplish anything, you just need to somehow figure out a way to get around people that are doing what you want to do. And again, we've talked in previous episodes about the books and the podcasts and stuff, and that actually can be part of that equation. You are the average of the five you surround yourself with. But for something like this, you want to be, and it doesn't matter what kind of business. That's the thing. It doesn't matter what kind of business it is. You don't even know what the fuck kind of business you want to do. So it doesn't really matter. What matters is you're just around high level people that you can actually just observe, and you can be around, and you can learn from, and you can play your part, because high value people who are, making an impact, making a lot of money, just making it fucking happen. One thing they don't have a lot of, might have a lot of money, they might have a lot of impact, they might have, a lot of knowledge and experience, but one thing they probably don't have is a lot of time. So
Yeah.
if you can figure out a way to make life easier and gift them back some of their time, you would be surprised. I think a lot of young people that they don't like. I have team members of mine. I'm obviously very close with certain members of my team, and sometimes they'll run like an errand for me, or pick me up something that I need. Whether it's a card, or fuck, like if a car has to go to Mercedes or something to get serviced, and I don't have time to bring it, I'm out of town or whatever, and I'll ask somebody that I trust if they could bring it over there. They do that for me, and it is such a minimal thing for them, but for me, it like literally makes my day, in some cases my week, because it saves me the time and energy of having to do it myself, which I don't have that time and energy.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, great. But if you can't afford to kind of volunteer yourself for an internship, and that's the other thing, like it's not, you wouldn't be working for free if you did intern, right? If you weren't getting paid, you wouldn't be working for free, because you wouldn't otherwise be able to be in the company of high level people who could bestow knowledge, and you could learn from being in their presence. But understand, if you have to pay bills, get a job in a company, get whatever job you can, and just get in there and kick ass, right? Be somebody who solves problems, be somebody who shows up early and stays late, and is always looking for ways to go above and beyond, and to take things off your superior's plate. And if you do that, you'll get noticed, and you can ask questions. And I'll tell you, people like me, like, I love when the team comes up to me and asks me questions, whether it has to do with nutrition solutions or not, when they want my advice on their personal goals, or something they have going on at home, or a situation that, again, they just would like a higher level, different perspective. Like, I very much enjoy that, because it two things. A, it makes me feel important, and everybody wants to feel important, right? Like, wow, they value what I have to say. That's awesome. And the other thing is, it makes me realize, okay, this person is somebody who is looking to make some improvements, I'm happy to help that person.
Yeah.
So I think you get involved in a company that is making things happen, and you do what you can, the best that you can, to learn from the people there by doing a really, really good job. And between that and between the personal development that you will continue to do, eventually those answers, I tell people all the time, like, they're like, how did you do this? How did you figure this out? How did you go from this to this? And like, how did you go from being the drug dealer? And it's not like, I didn't ask somebody, hey, Rick, can you it was literally came to me. The answers to the questions that you have now are within the pages of the books and the podcast and moreover, the execution of the things that you hear on the podcast and read in the books. It just happens through the progression of your personal development journey. You develop a higher level perspective as well as a higher level of consciousness. So who you are right now, you don't even know, you don't know what fucking business, like, dude, nobody's going to tell you a fucking business. Hey, you should do this fucking business. That's not, the higher level version of you, your higher self is going to be able to answer that question. So we have to do the activities that are required to essentially evolve and level up our consciousness to the point where those answers become painstakingly clear.